Hi, three-wheelers around the world. We got some show for you tonight. Yeah. Hit it. Oh, yeah. Let's get into it now. All right. I got some good guys here, and then we got a nice audience over here, right? Oh, they guys don't want to take over here. I can tell. We'll talk about them in a minute, but right now, let me talk about our guests that we got here. Yeah, and so first of all, and you guys can talk a little bit about this, right? But you guys really got what I say, racing in your blood. It just runs in the family, doesn't it? Right? Well, I can say, okay, now the names, right? Who are they, right? Of course, we have over here, the second guy over here is Daryl Gibson, right? And he's the driver. And then we have over here Rhys Gibbons, right? I can remember the Bee Gees, like almost like, yeah, right, you guys, okay. So, yeah. Okay, so they're here. The guys just stopped in. Matter of fact, they just got off the boat, right?
Yeah, straight off the boat. Dropped off at a hotel and straight up here.
Yeah.
To see you.
Yeah, well, that's good. And, okay, so you're doing the newcomers thing, right?
Yeah,
you're doing the newcomers.
Yeah. First newcomers weekend. So a bit of training. Rhys is going to go out with Lee Kane over the weekend, and I'm going to go with Cal Bennett and hopefully pick a few bits up.
Yeah, we had those guys on our show here. You know, they're regulars.
Yeah.
You know, oh, yeah. So we'll talk about how you guys get on for 2022. But first, tell us a little bit about your background now, how you got into the racing here. Go ahead, the driver now. Go ahead first, and then we'll get Rhys could be here for a long time on that. Because his family, I'm not going to give it away. We'd be here for a long time on that one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
I can't remember what year it was when I started now, but my dad, Gary, he raced years ago, before I was born. He did a fair bit of passengering and then drove for a year. And then when me and my brother were born, he had to call it a day, couldn't afford to carry on, but then got the bug back in his, I think it was late 40s. Started again, and I started going just mechanicking. Did a few years of that, loved it. That was when you and Jake and John Lowther started racing, so it was a great crack. And then I got to the point where I thought, I'm a bit bored of just mechanicking now, I need to have a go at passengering. So I said to my dad, this is what I want to do. He let me have a go, trained me properly, we had a good couple of years riding together, and went from there really. So we got into it.
Yeah, oh, that's good. You're a young guy and with a lot of experience already, because you guys start off young. Now we go to Rhys. Hey, he's waiting. This is his moment here now, Rhys, right? Okay, tell us a little bit about your background, how you got into the racing.
Yeah, so I'm third generation racer now. I think my granddad got a podium at the TT, like way before I was born. And then my uncle Chris, who's the eldest out of the four brothers, he's done the World Championships with Pete Passenger in him. And then Pete's obviously winner at the Southern podium and at the TT, and same with Al. And that's pretty much what I've grown up with. Is all my holidays weren't going away to Spain or anything, it was just going to TT. So that's pretty much what I've been raised doing. So it's been a long time coming really. So
oh yeah. Well, this is good. Well, you've been here so many times now to the island. Yeah, it's like a second home here now for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, it is like you guys. It is a great big family. All right. So we want to do is the guys over here. We have to just say a few things about these guys. Okay? Yeah, you pick it up there. Okay. Now these guys over here, the two Jakes, right? Well, first of all, you know, this Jake over here, we're talking about the Founds family, and of course that Alan Founds is passenger, and you've been this passenger for quite a long time. Now you had an injury and all that, right? But you're here to help.
Yeah.
you're here to help Rhys, particularly, right?
Yeah.
On around the course, because Rhys, this is his first go here. This is a big thing here for Rhys, right? So you're gonna help him, huh, Jakey?
That's the plan. Just give him some hints and tips of what I've learned over my career here. So see what I can do. Hopefully get him ready.
Oh yeah. And what about the Jack? Now he's a fan of me.
I want to hold you this time, but
Yeah.
when we come back for the race, that's business.
Yeah, yeah, cool. But all you guys came across all on the same
Yeah.
voyage across here, right?
I come on the graveyard boat at the early hours in the morning because it was just easier.
Oh,
for me
you
to
did?
get
Oh, crazy. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. So we'll have you guys on more too. We gotta get Alan in here with yourself. We'll have a bit of fun there, huh?
Yeah,
When he
I'm
gets
sure
over,
that'd be
we'll have
great.
it. Yeah.
The interview's well, didn't he, Alan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Found that last year, yeah.
Alan was out there. He was doing some TT stuff too.
That's it. He's got much
Yeah, I was
experience.
impressed by that.
He did brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did really well.
He did good.
Obviously, I didn't come over. I just sat and watched from home. But yeah,
You're
it was
sulking it
brilliant.
up.
Yeah, I was moping at home. But yeah, obviously with him being injured, I think the best thing for him was to get over here.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you two guys. You got injured before Alan, didn't you? Or was it the
Nah,
same
my
time?
last injury was when I rode with my brother, so it was years
Oh, is that
ago.
what?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, injuries
You
are all
recovered?
part of the sport here,
No.
right? Oh, everybody gets injured around here, huh? Everybody. Okay. All right. Let's just get back to the show. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit. Now, you've done well, across, on the circuit racing this year, right? So you guys go ahead and tell us a little bit about that and about your outfit, and then we'll go on to, all the planning now for 2023, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, you guys.
So 2022 was a bit of a strange year because at the beginning of the year I got a phone call off Dave Molyneux asking if I'd passenger him for the TT, and it was an opportunity which was too good to pass up on. So I'd kind of put driving to a side and I went back to passengering. We had a great run up preparation wise. I was across here a lot, JB, a few meetings in England on the build up to TT, and TT on the new KTM bike went brilliant. And then that kind of came to the end of the journey with Dave, and I went back to riding, and did a few meetings after the TT for the British Championship, and Knockhill in particular is the first time I had Rhys on, and did really well, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
It would have been a podium, but we got a jump start, so
Yeah.
we got a 10-second penalty. But no, that'd have been brilliant. But we had a great weekend, and that's what's kind of picked up the plans to go into 2023.
It was quite embarrassing, that, wasn't it, for me? Going over the line.
I pulled up into the podium
Yeah.
spot. I had to back out again.
We were stood on the sides, sulking, mate.
Yeah, I got a bit of a sulk about that.
So that's good then. So you guys are all up for it here, and wow, it's going to be some experience for even yourself, Daryl. Taking on the driving here at the TT, right?
Yeah.
And now Rhys, this is like a big
Well, that's it.
adventure here. For
I'm looking
Rhys,
forward to it because
Yeah.
we're both two newcomers together.
Yeah.
So we can both pick it up, start really steady. I know my way around for passengering it 4 times, but it'll be completely different. As you said before, like
Oh, yeah.
as a passenger, you only see half the lap.
Oh yeah.
So I'll have to pick up the other half now. But it'd be great to do it together as newcomers. We're really looking forward to that bit.
Yeah, well, that's good. We'll give you guys good coverage. Well, yeah. I see more stars of the future here we got, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, I've seen them coming up and everything. I see you guys. I've been doing it for a while. I see the young guys coming up, and then in 3 or 4 years, all of a sudden, they're getting close to the podium.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Right?
And
And then it's a great feeling, to see the guys now. Over here, our Jake over here, he's an experienced man. He's been up there, so right. So how does it feel, Jake? Because
It's a
I
good
just have to.
feeling. It's a good feeling. You can't really explain that one.
No, I'm there. I'm up there too, but I'm just handing out the prizes. But so I get all the adrenaline right, and the great feeling that you have. It's hard to.
It's just unreal when you've done all that time and it's played off the way you wanted it to. What you come here for. You get one crack at it a year. It means so much to us all, and
you build up all year round, don't you?
your years
It's all
Based on
preparation,
this,
yeah.
that's it. You
All
end
the
up-
hours, yeah.
everything you do is planned around the TT. Even after the TT, it's all about next TT. You know,
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
what you
yeah.
focus your year on. It's the biggest event in the world, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's really something. Oh, see you guys. How do you got a lot to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And a lot of years to keep
But
coming
that's
back.
it. That's one thing we are taking into consideration. You know, we're not coming here with any aspirations of target setting and trying to do a certain mile an hour lap or trying to do this. We'd love to come here and get 2 finishes
Yeah.
and come back next year
Oh,
and
yeah.
build again
Definitely.
and build again. And that,
No,
so we've got a long
that's
term
what-
plan in place what we hope to stick to. So
Well, that's good.
it's just a taste here, isn't it? Have a good look around and
Yeah.
build for the future.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the plan.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is good. But you know what, you guys got, because of all the families involved and all the mates that you guys all have.
That's it. We've got a
That
lot of
makes
support as well.
that makes a big because it's kind of daunting to come to the big TT. It's such a massive thing. But for you guys, you got so many mates and so much family around you.
Yeah.
We've got some
Right,
of the most
that it-
experienced riders
Yeah.
possible
Yeah.
as family members. So
Yeah, I know.
You can't really beat that for
And so you
taking
guys-
advice off the right people.
So you guys during the whole fortnight now, that's your life, right? And you're going to be there
Oh yeah.
discussing when you're not out there you're going to be on the bike, right? You're going to be tweaking it. You're going to be discussing it. You're going to take your little rest in between and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff as much as you can.
Yeah.
But your mind's going to be
Yeah, it's just you're on the
focused in
job,
all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. And so, you guys have anything else to say? 2022. You want to say anything about the outfit you're going to have? Coming to the new year now. And
Yeah, so in 2022, the bike what my dad rode at the TT was the first new generation of CES bikes.
Yeah.
The Christie boys and the dad Simon's been building bikes for years, 30 plus years, but now his lads, Sam, Tom and Adam, have started building their own bikes with Simon still involved. And it's a new generation of CES bike, and my dad had the first one that they've built as a family, and they've done everything from manufacturing the wiring looms. Tom rebuilds engines. They do a fantastic job between them, and he did really well. My dad got 2 top 10 finishes, almost 110 mile an hour, just short, which he'll be gutted about. And then after the TT, that's the bike I rode. So got to grips with that, and at the end of the year, the Christie boys have had a few orders of bikes for 2023. And there was I think they had a call from Australia asking for a bike out there. The problem with Australia was getting it built and shipped out in time for their racing season. It'd be a bit tight. So came to a deal where we'd sell our bike to Australia and the Christie boys would build us another one.
Oh.
So
All little bits done.
that we've got a few little tweaks what I prefer personally. So we're going to get slightly modified to how I want the bike. A few tweaks, but it's basically going to be their 4th bike, I think, by the time it's ready. And that's the bike we're going to go into 2023 with.
Oh, well, that's great because here we are. I'm going to help, build the sport by getting the publicity out there, right? And we
100%.
get you guys, the Christies and all these. It'd be great to see them have a really fantastic business going there, right?
Yeah,
They do a
yeah.
great product.
They do.
And they go with that.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's great to see coming around, shipping these out to other parts of the world.
That's it. That's it. We need to spread it everywhere, really. So it's going in the right direction. And as some of the older chassis builders are moving on and retiring from building, we need the new chassis builders coming through. So they're doing a good job of filling a bit of the gap.
Oh yeah, well that's great. Yeah, and then of course, you guys want to get on the podium. Of course, you guys want to win one of these days, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well,
One
that's
year,
it.
and of course,
Eventually, yeah.
How about getting the Christie chassis up
Yeah.
there?
Well, that's
huh?
it. It's all part
That'd
of the
be another
development.
one, huh?
Yeah, that'd
we
be
should have
great,
a
yeah.
podium for the chassis, don't you think? We can have them put them on.
Manufacturer's podium, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be mega.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I think I'm always coming up with good ideas here, huh? Yeah, there's a chassis podium, right? Okay, all right. Now, why don't we go ahead, Daryl? We're gonna play a couple of your videos now. Going back, Daryl raced with his dad. Going back was it 2017, 18, and 19, right? So we have a few of those videos. We're going to play one of those, and then, of course, you were passengering at that time, and then again, this last year with Molly, we were passengering. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put them on, and then we'll get back and talk about 2023. Okay, hit it.
do it now.
Yeah.
Could go have a go.
It makes you like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you have any comments to make here, Daryl? How did you find riding in the KTM with Molly as compared to riding with your dad?
Well, first of all, it was 3 years apart because
Yeah.
of the pandemic and everything. So it was a long time not to passenger. And going from the Shelbourne, what me and my dad had,
Yeah.
brilliant bike. They're so stable, perfectly handling. Goes where you want, but they are quite a heavy machine. They don't really feel like a pucker racing machine. To then jump on to one of Dave's chassis with the KTM, everything felt a little bit lighter. The fairing was more compact because you could get it around the KTM better. Everything was lower. I think he said it was something like 4 inches lower than what you'd get on a conventional LCR fairing.
Yeah.
So it was brilliant. It was really comfortable to passenger. But because I've been on the Shelbourne so long, so was that. So really, it was just once you've done a few meetings, you get used to it, and you've got what you've got, and you're comfortable, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the reason why I asked, because it was too. I wasn't sure. I didn't realize that it was the Shelbourne you had there with your.
Yeah, that was a Shelbourne.
Yeah. Well, it's a good chassis too. You know,
it was brilliant.
It's
for us.
well,
It was really good for
it's
us.
been around, for ages.
Yeah,
but
Joe's
it's
been
good.
building. Yeah, I'm sure. How many chassis did he build overall?
I'll be able to tell you.
I'm sure he was
anyway.
banging out 2 or 3 a year. At
It
some
was
point,
very
yeah.
popular chassis at one point.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Well, that's good though. I think all that there, and then jumping on with Dave. I think all that's a great experience, isn't it?
The experience
It's interesting.
was
You find
brilliant,
it interesting because you're moving from one kind of like.
Yeah, well, I've never really
chassis
ridden
to the
with. I've
Yeah.
never really ridden with any other driver consistently, apart from my dad and now Dave. So to build as a team was really good, and to see how he worked and how he worked in the garage, how he rode the bike, everything. It was brilliant experience, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. And did you learn more about the TT
Yeah,
course itself? It's
yeah.
still, I guess,
He
we
knows
didn't know
every
you
inch of
were
the track,
experienced
yeah.
with your dad, right? But
Yeah, it was just like my dad has gone really well round here and rides well within his comfort zone. We've had really good results, quite a few top tens. And then you jump on with someone like Dave who's got multiple wins. He knows every inch of the track, and it's just millimetre perfect every lap. And he chooses how fast he wants to go almost.
oh yeah,
Then it was brilliant. Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think here, Rhys? Well, you got
How's
we
it
got to
look
get
like
Rhys
to you?
involved here because it's such a big experience here for a young guy like that. And you're trying to soak all this in here. Okay, go ahead and give us your
It's just-
thoughts. What do you?
Yeah, it's just a big learning experience, really. I'm really excited to be part of like a team for the whole season. Last season, I was kind of just helping everyone out and taking what I could get. I think I rode 6 different chassis last year, so I was getting passed about quite a bit. So it was that, which was like a great experience, and it was really good building up my confidence riding with like different teams and everyone. But to do the TT next year is gonna be mental. I'm really excited to do it, and I've hopefully been putting the hours in and training for it and get me head down. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will be sort of a great combo that we got here.
Yeah. Oh,
There's been others in the
yeah.
past. Yeah. I'm looking at one guy here, with, Al, right? You guys have been together a long time. That does make a difference, though, too. I thought, it's you guys gelled as a team, and maybe we got one going here. You guys the first, huh?
That's the
We
plan.
could
yeah.
maybe have a long term, huh?
Hopefully, yeah.
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 Hopefully, yeah.
See how it goes. That's what great things are made of, right?
Yeah.
It's the longevity of it,
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, we'll put the
many
work in
years.
and we'll do our best, won't
Yeah.
we? We'll
Yeah.
keep going.
All right, that's good. Anything else you want to say? Do you want to say hi to everybody back home, or whatever you got? Go ahead, and tell us anything else you got on your
I'm
mind.
sure
or-
Jake Lowther's got something else to say.
Yeah.
He always has.
Full of words, No, I'm looking forward to see how these boys get on. I've got high hopes for them. Daryl's an awesome driver. I've raced against him for the past couple of years, and he come on massively as soon as he got on the bike. He was unbelievable, really,
Cheers, Jake.
what he did. Rhys, I followed him very closely. I always call him my apprentice. I try and sort of tell him everything I've learned. I've been racing now for 10 years, so I like to think I'm quite experienced. Try and give him every little bit of help I can. I'm a part of the adopted family now, aren't I? So his family, so I try and help him out as much as I can. He also covers for me if I can't make a race meeting. He's my super sub. So yeah, I've got high hopes for these two, and I think they're going to do really well this year, and I'm excited to watch them as well as be back here myself. So yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, we're keen on getting Al and yourself out there, and covering you guys, right? Because Pete's doing so well.
Yeah.
Right. We'll give him a year of it now. He's had his 3 years coming back.
Making the comeback.
No, you guys, there's some great racing going between the two founds. Alan and then Pete. Of course you're with Alan and then Jev, right? So you guys have you get on well together, right?
Best of friends
But
off
when you
the
get
track,
out
but when
there-
we get on the track, it's a different story.
Oh yeah.
Brotherly love goes out the window.
No, we got some good ones. We got some good dicing ones. So you guys out here, on the TT, but of course, it must go on all the time across as well.
Yeah, it gets like that. I mean, it's always the case, isn't it, with them two? It's going to be close between them. They're never a million miles apart.
Des has to come in and have a little word with them.
Well, you guys all wish you good luck in the new year, and then all the founds, and it's going to be great. Jake, to see you guys come back, Alan, right? So that's going to be another one. You guys are all going to be scraping to get up there up the stairs, right?
That's it, that's the plan.
We're going to be there, huh?
That's the plan. See who's on which step, that's all it is.
Oh yeah. But I tell you what, we got some really top action up there.
100%. It's got a lot quicker at the front. It's getting a lot closer at the front.
Oh yeah, and you got a lot of young guys coming up now too.
Yeah,
There's quite a few young new ones here. You got
and even from last year, you got Crawford,
You
Harry,
got Crows.
Crows.
I mean,
Crows
what
are
Crows
there
do is
right now,
absolutely unbelievable.
brilliant, So you got over the next couple of years. I
quality's
think
high,
you're going to see
You've got a lot of talent coming through
lot
this
of
sort of
talent,
road racing scene,
Yeah. Wow, it's going to be some racing.
Yeah.
So I'm getting excited. We're all getting excited just talking about it, aren't we? Hey? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
guys?
go do a lap now,
We getting all
middle
up
of
for it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the buzz is already, going on here. Oh, we're only in January. Huh?
We're going to pick too soon.
All right.
4 months, yeah. So,
Okay.
Can't be getting lazy.
yeah.
That's it. Number one rule.
Yeah. You forget you're going racing in March. Everyone starts testing in March, don't they? And then
Yeah.
you don't think about it. You're just like, May, racing in May. And then you're it's March, right? Okay. Testing got a few meetings before we got to do TT yet, so
Yeah.
Lot to do before then.
It's yeah.
Hey, you'd be racing against your dad too, right?
Hopefully, well, that's what we
Yeah.
spoke about. Hopefully, we'll be racing against each other, short circuit and TT.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see how that works out, but we haven't got anything properly lined up for that yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be over the next couple of months.
All right. Well, anything else? Jake will probably jump in here again, eh?
Have another word, Jake.
No, it's
You got
your turn
everything
now,
else to say,
boys. It's
Jim?
your turn.
Huh?
Put it down.
Yeah.
We're all ready for action come TT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fellas. Well, you guys should give us the three-wheeling sign now, everybody. Okay? Right there. Three-wheeling. By the sport, for the sport.